Hey friends, welcome to today's workout. I'm so excited to have you here. Today we have a cardio flow. So this workout is going to be low impact. So if you are looking for something that is going to give you some good energy, it's going to increase your heart rate, but while being gentle on your joints or quiet on your floor, this is the workout for you. So I have got some equipment nearby. I've got some light weights, I've got a yoga mat, and I have some mini bands. However, this entire workout can be done with just your body weight. These pieces of equipment are completely optional, and I will show you how to incorporate them as we go if you want to take it up a level. Completely up to you. We have got 5 blocks of work. We're going to have 4 moves. Each move is going to be 40 seconds. We are going to take a 10-second break before we move on to the next move, which is going to be really quick. And then when we're done our block, we'll just take a little bit longer of a break, have a sip of water, towel off if we need to, and then we're going to move on to our next block, completing 5 blocks in total. I also am not including any music in today's workout, so it is music friendly. You can pump up your own tunes, decide what you want to listen to, and find that energy through your music as well. So let's get warmed up and let's get started. All right, so we're just going to start with a step touch, swinging the arms back and forth. Block number 1 is going to be our warm up and our activation. And then we're going to start to kind of take it up a notch, all right? So just nice and light, warming up those hips, warming up the shoulders. Start thinking about standing nice and tall, keeping that rib cage hugged in through the core. Nice long spine. Rest. All right, we're going to go into a march. We're going to cross our arms in front, alternating top and bottom. Here we go. Now we want to have a little bit of intention in our movements through our arms. So we're not just throwing them up here. All right, I want you to stay strong in control. Now we're about halfway through this move. I do want you to start thinking about engaging through the core as you're bringing those knees up. Almost there. And rest. All right, next we're going to do a heel dig and we're going to do a big arm pull down, all right? Ready? Here we go. So again, intention in the arms, nice and strong. You go at your own pace. About 5 more seconds here. Rest. All right, next up we're going to do a squat hold and we're just going to move our arms up and down, okay? So take it down, up and lower, up and lower. Holding that squat as much as you can. If you need a little break, come on up. Now I want you to switch your arms, side and lower. Still holding that squat, coming only to shoulder height. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Awesome. All right, block 1 is done. Block 2, we're going to do step, step, punch, step, step, punch. Here's a move where you can throw in a dumbbell if you want to take it up a notch, okay? And you can use that dumbbell as you're punching. All right, ready? Here we go. So step, step, punch. You pick your pace. Keep going. This is what it'll look like if you have your dumbbells. Core strong, not snapping through the elbow, but strong punches. And rest. Nice. All right. Next up, we're going to do our squatted side taps with an overhead press. So we're here. We're in a squat. We're alternating sides. We're pressing up overhead. You can lose the dumbbells and do a nice big reach. Again, chest and head up, core strong. Sit into it. If you want to make this workout harder, you got to put in the effort. Drop that bum. Reach those hands. Pick up your pace. Add your weights. Rest. Nice. All right, we're going to do skaters. We're stepping through them. So we're here. Reach and reach. So you can either hover that foot or you can tap that foot. Whatever you need for balance. I don't want you twisting to the side. I want those hips staying forward. Core strong. If you want to hold dumbbells, you can. And if you're not worried about your joints or making noise, you can jump this as well. Rest. All right, last move in this block, we have a grapevine. So it is step behind, step together. Again, you don't have to hold these dumbbells. You can also add in a bicep curl if you want to take it up a notch. Now, we are moving, so don't get sloppy on your arms. We're not swinging through that bicep curl. You can do the bicep curl too with no weights. Just squeezing at the top. Rest. Nice. All right. Next up, step back lunge with a knee drive at the top. Alternating legs. All right. Again, if you want to hold dumbbells down by your side, you are more than welcome to. I'm going to grab mine. Here we go. So down, knee drive. Squeeze that core as you're bringing that knee up, just like we were doing on our first block when we were marching. We were activating the core as we were driving up through that knee. And rest. Nice. All right. We've got some hamstring curls here. So bringing the heel up to the bum, squeezing through the back. You want to add intensity, grab your band. Pull back. But that band is optional. You don't have to. You can just use your arms here and still squeeze through that back. Awesome. All right. Again, if you want to take it up, throw that band around the bottom of your legs. We're here, balancing, doing arm circles at the same time. It's going to work some coordination. You can hold your dumbbells here too. Almost there. Switch. If you need to take a quick pause while you're putting your band on, that's okay. Whoo! My legs are burning. Try to keep those arms up, shoulder height. 3, 2, 1. Whoo! All right. Let's take that off. Next, squat heel raise. We're here, up, reach, reach. So, again, if you do not need to avoid jumping and you want to take it up a notch, you can come right off the ground here, or you can just squeeze up through the calves. You're still going to get an awesome workout. That's it. Almost there. Squeeze it and rest. Nice. All right. We get a little break. Grab some water. That block is done. 2 blocks to go. Whew. How we doing? My heart rate's up. I don't know about yours, but all right, are we ready? Let's do this. Okay, next up we have punches. Again, you can grab the dumbbells, sitting into a little bit of a squat, core strong. Now, you'll notice my hips are not moving. I'm just punching, little twist through the core, but I'm not here, okay? That's gonna activate the core a lot more. Nice and strong. And if you want, you're here. No dumbbells at all. You want to take it up? Get low. Get low, get low, get low. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice. All right, next we're going to do arm circles. Forward, arm circles back. Dumbbells are optional. Really think about those shoulders. So nice and big forward. We're going to have a little fun with this. I'm going to keep changing it up, okay? So listen up. Forward, small. Push the shoulders down away from the ears. All right, if you can, no break back, big. That's it. You might be going a little slower if you have dumbbells. Back small. Last one. Last one, last one. Keep them up there. And rest. All right. We're going to do a front and side raise, but we're going to add a balance component. So we're going to go front and side and front and side. Now, if you don't want to use your dumbbells here, you don't have to. You can just lift your arms. Now, if you can't have your knee all the way up, just bring it forward lightly on the floor. Switch sides. Keep the arms going. Don't take a break. Come on. I know those shoulders are tired because we just did those circles. You got it. Almost there. One more each way. Nice. Awesome. All right. We got push-ups next. You can do these against a wall, on a raised surface, on your knees, on your feet. You decide where you want to be. Here we go. Exhale on the way up. Press. Keep going. As you're coming up, press your body away from the floor, pushing those hands into the floor, feeling nice and strong. Core is strong. Glutes are strong. Quads are strong. Squeeze through the chest. You got it. And rest. Woo! All right. We have got a tiny little, well, actually it's not tiny because it's the exact same as the other rounds, but we've got a core section next. All right. And then we're done. Nice and quick, in and out. Okay, we're gonna do a knee drive. Here we go. Bring that knee up. Driving through the core. Squeeze. And switch sides. Whoo! Put intention into those arms. Squeeze as you're pulling down. Don't just go through the motions, okay? You get out what you put in. Rest. Nice. All right. We're going to do front kicks next. No snapping the knee. Up and push. If you want to hold dumbbells up here or down here, you can. All right. We're alternating legs. Up and push. Up and push. But don't lean back to push, okay? We're going to stay nice and tall on this one. And we're going to engage the core as we bring the legs up. That's it. Beautiful. Can you pick up the pace, but stay strong? Keep those fists up if you're not holding dumbbells. Even if you are, you can bring them up here if you want. Rest. Nice. All right, we're gonna do a standing twisting march. I'm gonna twist upper body, not legs and knees. Here we go. So my knees are coming forward. My chest is tall. I'm not crunching over, okay? I'm also not even really touching my head, pushing my elbows back, staying strong through the core. Driving those knees up through your abs. Rest. Nice. All right, last move. Bit of a squat, standing crunch, rib cage to hip. Here we go, squeeze. So I want you to think rib cage to hip. I don't want you to think of like curling over through your back. I want you to think about engaging through the core. Exhale on each crunch. It's our last move, you guys. 20 seconds to go, come on. You can hold the dumbbell here too if you want. As long as it's not gonna fold you over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. I challenge you, if that was not enough for you, to go back to the beginning and go through all those blocks one more time. Even 2 more times if you really wanted to. But for sure, 1 more time. You can do 1 more time, okay? If you feel like you're sweaty, you're sore, your heart rate is up, your energy is low, you've burned yourself out, then you quit here. And you've had an awesome workout, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm stopping here. This works for me for today, but I'm just telling you there is the option of going back and repeating these again, okay? All right, hands on your knees, drop your chin, roll it up. Bring it down, little arch, hands on your knees, drop your chin, roll it up. We're gonna do this 3 more times. Down. Good. Chin comes up last. Last one. Nice. Open up the arms. And then make sure you do this stretch at the very end after you've gone back and done your other blocks if you decide to do a little more. We don't always have to be jumping and making it crazy high intensity. Interlock those fingers, push down. We want a good variety of different styles of workouts. We need to let our bodies recover. Good. All right, quick stretch for the legs. This workout actually included a lot of core work. Switch sides. Of course, if you always need to hold your stretches longer, please do so. Good. Bring those feet together. Let's do a nice big side reach. Because like I said, we did work the core a lot. Reach up through the center. Drop it down. Reach up through the center. And you are done. Amazing work today. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Please like and subscribe. Comment below whether you did 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds. I'd love to hear it. I want to cheer you on no matter where you're at. I am here to support you, and I cannot wait to work out with you again next time. I'll see you then.